Why, hello there. Welcome to another video. Sorry I've been very busy with DSGE. As you can see on the project's site on GitHub, I already have almost 100 commits so far, which is pretty ridiculous. This is actually the most commits I've ever done on a project on this website, which is crazy. If you look at issues, I have made a bunch of new issues. I've closed pretty much half of them, which encompasses all the stuff I've been working on, and which is a bunch. And I'm going to show you what I've done so far. This is going to be a pretty short update video on this project. So, yeah. Well, let's get this application started. Well, as you can see, I implemented physics finally. I am not using Box 2D. I decided to go with Chipmunk because Box 2D, the problem with it that I had, the issue I had with it is that you have to convert like pixels to meters and meters to pixels, and it was kind of a headache. And also the y-axis is flipped, so which is still that issues, the y flipping issue is still with Chipmunk, but I don't, with Chipmunk you don't have to worry about dealing with meters at all. It just does it in pixels, which is pretty awesome. So that's why I decided to go with Chipmunk. You also might have noticed that that the screen size is 1280 by 720. So I finally got the I got it to where I can do resolutions for like 16 by 9 input ratio, which was actually fairly straightforward to do. Just take the aspect, which is I'll show you in the app real fast. If I can find it. I have so many open windows right now. Let's just do it this way. It's pretty easy, pretty simple calculation. It's basically the width and the height of the window. That will give you the aspect ratio. And if we go back to here, I simply, because the renderer size is going to be 640 by something anyway, so I just returning with this 640 for the renderer. And to get the actual height of the screen, you just take that width and you divide it by the aspect ratio, and voila, it gives you the correct kind of the correct type of screen size every time. It doesn't matter what resolution it is. So let me get back into the game engine. Another feature I've added so far is that you can now have Gamepad support, which is something that I've been wanting to add, because if I want to have multiplayer games, it would be kind of silly having 4 players on the keyboard. I just imagine all those hands moving a character around would be kind of ridiculous. So why not just add gamepads, which is pretty easy to implement with SDL. It has a really nice interface for it. So it's like it treats every controller like an Xbox and Xbox controller. So it's kind of in that framework. Excuse me, I'm drinking a beer. So yeah, you can now use the gamepad, which is pretty chill. Another thing I've added was if you press F1, this is for configuring the actual engine with stuff. Note I can't do full screen because I won't render the video, but I can do other resolutions with this. So for now, we're rendering. The screen is literally at 1280 by 720, so 720p. We can go all the way down, click this one, and it will reload the window, and it's now at 640 by 480. Oh, I'm loving this feature. You can do classic 180 by 60, all the way up to 19 to full HD, full HD support, which will make it look like it's on full screen. It's pretty cool. And it works pretty well. I guess this might be the closest way to do a full screen for the engine. The other thing you could do with it is switch to a different display, which I just did. And let me grab that window real fast just to show you. Over here. I'll disable that. And I'm just going to switch to a different display. Because I have two monitors. So let me disable this real fast. That one. That one. Yeah. There we go. And let me make sure it's centered. I think it is. Screen. Oh, I think it is. This monitor, this is a 2K monitor, so I can go all the way up to this size, which is 2K, and it's actually kind of big. It's a bit bigger. And how I'm getting that those video stuff, SDL. Actually, let me go up here. Reduce this back to this one. There we go. With SDL, you can there's like some useful functions to basically do query the video card, which I think it's in config. I'll show you real fast. And these things are awesome. You can get the number of displays, which this will be 2 for my setup. On other people's setup, it might be 1 typically, or 4, depending on how many video cards you have in your system. I don't know if it works with Linux's virtual desktops. I haven't tested it yet. It might work, but I have to take a look at it later. For the Windows user, a virtual desktop is basically a logical screen that you can render to, and Linux allows that through like both on like variety of different desktops. Like I think GNOME does it, and I also think KDE does it too, which is pretty cool. I'm just not really sure if it works with SDL. I had to do some testing on my Linux laptop later on. Yeah, I'll probably make that as an issue. I have to take a look at that. But if it does work with virtual desktops, cool. That would be awesome. The other functions is get number of display modes, which, as you can see with the if you go back to app in here, I'm not returning a with a height anymore. I'm returning a display mode .w because I'm actually hurrying the minute data from where are you, dude? Aha! And that's set display. This one. I'm getting it from my information from the config, and I'm grabbing it from that So yeah, I've been doing pretty work. I do apologize I haven't been able to make a video for a hot minute. So yeah, I'm gonna end this kind of short preview. Y'all take care, and I hope to see you in another video. Take care, everybody.